Welcome to Have I Got News for You. I am Roy Wood Jr. In the news this week, airlines react to the government shutdown. America celebrates National Coming Out Day.
For the first time in 40 years, I'm going to be able to live my life.
And finally, some good news.
Some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
On Amber's team today, he is the host of the Right Time with Bomani Jones podcast, and he's a first-round draft pick in my Emmy Award-winning Sports Journalist Fantasy League. It is Bomani Jones. And joining Michael, you know her from Late Night with Seth Meyers and the Amber Ruffin Show, where she developed her bitter, lifelong rivalry with Amber Ruffin. It's Jenny Hagel. Now, for the biggest stories of the week. Black people.
Yes.
Watch the clips and tell me, what is the story?
Okay, so, this lady won, that lady won, that guy, he fucking won. So this has to be about the fact that Democrats won everything and our torture is done.
She was flowing on the first half of that.
Yeah, she got a little ahead of herself.
Yes, on Tuesday, it was pretty much a sweep for the Dems, or as the pundits put it,
a blue wave.
A blue wave.
The blue wave. Blue wave. Democrats swept races up and down the ballot from coast to coast.
This is an anti-Trump thumping across the country.
Trump thumping.
I will say, that's how you know Democrats aren't doing great. We're like, we won too, it's a blue wave.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, guys.
What's the Republican line on why the Democrats did so well?
There's been a few. The first was, it was just blue states, so it doesn't count. Trump said it's because he was not on the ballot, but let's be honest, Trump was on that ballot.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know what their theories are, but I know why, because a lot of people lost their jobs and had free time to fucking vote.
Points on that.
Keep in mind, like Virginia, the Democrats swept all of their elections. Virginia is currently being governed by a Republican governor.
The people say that Democrats only won in blue states, but the truth is they did not.
Democrats didn't just win in blue places. They broke the supermajority in the Mississippi state legislature. They flipped seats in Texas that had never even been competed recently.
I'm sorry, did she say Mississippi?
Yeah.
It might be a blue wave.
Yeah.
Shit. Are you serious?
Tuesday saw record voter turnout across the country, with voters excited to cast ballots in places from New York to New Jersey and Maine and Georgia, Kansas and Kentucky. Why was the enthusiasm for the Kentucky elections so unusual?
Because all that fried chicken.
The excitement around the Kentucky elections was unusual because there weren't any elections in Kentucky on Tuesday. On the morning of Election Day, the Kentucky Secretary of State tweeted, quote, "We're getting calls about polls being closed. They are closed because we do not have elections today. Kentucky votes next year. You cannot vote today in Kentucky for the mayor of New York City or the governor of Virginia. Sorry."
That's what happens when your whole state is just full of bourbon.
I tell you what, I like that Eric Adams fellow for the mayor of Louisville. That's what I like.
How many people have to call before the Secretary of State is like, somebody give me my phone? Hey!
Unlike Kentucky, New Jersey and Virginia did have elections this week. And in New Jersey, even though polls showed a dead heat between Democrat Mikey Sherrill and Republican Jack Ciattarelli, Sherrill won by more than 13 and a half points. You normally get beat down like that in Jersey. They bury out there in the Pine Barrens. Also, Ciattarelli, how you gotta name that Italian and lose in Jersey? Mm-hmm. Like, I would just run, my poster would just be my name and just be like. In Virginia, you had Democrat Abigail Spanberger up against Republican and Joanne Fabric's manager, who's fed up, Winsome Earl Sears. How you Republican and lose with a rifle in the picture? Like, the rifle...
You know the answer to that question.
telling me rifle don't offset black woman?
Rifle magnifies her blackness. When you're black and unarmed, you're less black.
Yeah.
Once you hold a gun, then you are more black. So she was, I'm gonna say, black and a half.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to figure out exactly what explained all of this happening this week. Question, what's one demographic that might account for the big swings this time around?
Latino men went crazy red last time and now are going crazy blue this time. So I'm going to say Latino men.
CNN projects she'll win the Latino vote in the state by 39 points.
That's what a lot of Democrats are talking about for a month. What is going to happen in North Jersey? How sticky are those Hispanic voters?
Okay.
Well, Jenny, don't hit him. I have to. Jenny, I'm Puerto Rican and I don't care for us being described as sticky.
There's been a narrative that after 2024...
Roy, I just want to say, there was a time on this show, and it wasn't so long ago, when a captain would give the correct answer, and our host would award points to that captain.
Hey, everybody, look at Michael. He was correct. He knows the news. There's been this narrative after 2024 that Latino voters were abandoning the Democratic Party en masse. But question, what happened to
It
the
might have
Democrats?
something to do with the fact that Latinos are routinely getting kidnapped on the streets of America and thrown into detention centers without any due process. That's my guess.
It's a theory.
Yeah, I mean...
CNN talked to one Latino voter in New Jersey. Here's his perspective.
A lot of Latinos, though, in this area, they went for Trump last time. Do you think that's going to happen again?
No.
Deep political analysis. You like him? Nah, no.
Yeah, I don't even know what the I was for. You knew what you was going to say.
Now, it wasn't just candidates on the ballot on Tuesday. There was also a big ballot initiative in California. Let's get some more information on that. Give me some more Jake Tapper.
CNN projects the Californians have indeed voted yes on the state's newly drawn congressional district map, aiming to help Democrats win an additional up to 5 U.S. House seats in the 2026 midterm elections.
Well, hang on. Let's talk about this for a second. Question to the panel. Where do you stand on Democrats with the redistricting fight that's happening right now?
I don't know if I understand enough about it to know, did they restore district lines to something more fair, or did we just fight gerrymandering with gerrymandering?
No, they cheat.
But sometimes the only way to win, if you cheat, I gotta cheat.
Remember,
And this is why we didn't work out.
Let's get a win.
If you are the governor of the state and maybe one day think you might want to be president, maybe it wasn't that magnanimous. Just throwing it out there, because now I'm going to have to vote for Gavin fucking Newsom.
Now, of course, the biggest win of the night came here in New York City, where the race for mayor was won by Assemblyman and dude who seems like he has Elmo's phone number, Zohran Mamdani. Zohran defeated former Governor Andrew Cuomo, and no, boo, Cuomo's gonna be all right. He can return to his old job of being the villain from The Mask. Now, obviously, a lot of people are wondering what it means that a 34-year-old Muslim Democratic Socialist was elected to lead the greatest city on earth. What do you think the vibes were on election night over at Newsmax?
I think it was Chicken Little vibes.
Let's take a look.
Let's face it, we're pretty upfront about our opinion, but we try to play pretty straight with the facts. It is what it is.
And the fact is, New York City voted in a communist.
It's still very, very perplexing, okay?
What do they think communist means?
I think they think their taxes are going to go up 1% to 2%.
Okay. He wants to feed people and get them homes and places.
Wait,
that doesn't
you're
matter.
making it sound good, Amber. He also wants to make the buses free.
As if the bus isn't free already. Anybody stopping you from getting on the bus?
Now, it wasn't just bleak over at Newsmax. Cuomo supporters were also beside themselves on election night about the defeat. Question: who did the Cuomo supporters blame for his loss to Mamdani?
They did what you always do. You blame the guy in the funny hat.
Yes. Cuomo supporters blamed Republican candidate and cat fancy centerfold Curtis Sliwa, seen here with 3 of his closest policy advisors. Here's one Cuomo backer explaining why and warning the jargon here is a little technical.
Hey, Curtis, you're a fucking scumbag, like I said all along, all of these months. You split the fucking vote. You were a scumbag. I hope every New Yorker spits in your fucking face every single day. You fucking sold out like fucking Judas sold out fucking Jesus. Go fuck yourself.
How did that guy not win governor of New Jersey?
Anti-Mamdani forces clearly aren't taking this victory from Mamdani line down. What did a lot of Zoran haters threaten to do if he won?
Pay for the bus anyway.
Millions are fleeing the city any way they can, on scooters, on bicycles, in taxi cabs. They're running, baby. They're running.
People who said they'd consider leaving include Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy and Manhattan grocery store magnate John Katzimatidis.
Is that a different guy than the guy who was yelling at the camera a second ago?
Both of whom said they would move their companies to another state. Another person who said they would move is also one Andrew Cuomo, who said back in July, we either win or even I will move to Florida, God forbid.
He clearly did not want to win.
Did the entire audience say bye in unison? Bye.
So all 3 of those men said they would move?
Yeah.
So we'd lose our 3 handsomest residents?
Well, if the Democrats are feeling good, maybe they shouldn't, because according to Laura Ingraham.
So by winning, Democrats are, in a way, losing, because they're going to simply drive more people to the red states where life is easier, safer, and less expensive.
I have been living in Savannah, Georgia, a red state, for the last 4 years. The idea that red states are somehow better or easier or cheaper, it's nonsense.
I got robbed in Savannah in 2006.
How many times do I have to apologize, Bomani?
Michael and Jenny, watch the clip. Tell me, what's the story?
Okay, that's yeah, that terrible place that we live in, yeah. Closed.
Oh, yeah, this is the
well,
federal shutdown.
Yep.
Nothing is open.
The shutdown is continuing, having a series of domino effects on the country, and we're hoping to get the government reopened sometime soon.
Final answer.
The story is Trump's government shutdown is now the longest in U.S. history. Federal employees aren't getting paid, Americans aren't getting assistance, and even Trump says he wants to end the shutdown. Question: what did the president do last weekend to help end the shutdown?
He went golfing.
Oh, no, it was worse than that.
Worse than golfing.
Oh, that's right. He had that party.
Yes.
The Great
Trump
Gatsby.
had a Great Gatsby party.
I think it's perfect, because The Great Gatsby is about a guy who pretends to be wealthy when he's not.
Oh.
You know Jenny's gonna make a point when she starts playing the piano.
Also,
gotcha, bitch.
That was House Speaker Mike Johnson describing the never-ending shutdown.
He said something along the lines of, hey, what can we do? We're just the Republicans. We don't control anything. We don't know how to fix this problem.
Here's Mike.
The Democrats have painted themselves into a corner, Joe, as we've discussed before, because this really was, as some people say, the Seinfeld shutdown. It's a shutdown about nothing.
If there's anybody that knows a lot about nothing, it's Mike Johnson.
Yes.
I don't know anything about that. I didn't see the interview. I'm not sure who was there or what the purpose was. I didn't talk with him about that. I haven't had time to get the details, okay? That's still on my list of things to do. I'm not following all the twists and turns. That's not my lane.
You can say whatever you want about Mike Johnson, because he ain't gonna never see it or hear it. Nope. Why does Trump say that the shutdown needs to end?
Because it's hurting him. He didn't say that, but that's the reason.
Yeah, Trump thinks the shutdown is why the Republicans lost so many elections this week. Well, the shutdown and one more reason.
The shutdown was a big factor, negative for the Republicans, and they say that I wasn't on the ballot was the biggest factor. But I don't know about that, but I was honored that they said that.
He's like, I'm honored that I'm the reason it went badly.
Yes.
Yes.
That's literally what, yeah.
That's what he does.
He'll take anything and make it into a compliment.
What does Trump say needs to happen to end the shutdown?
Supreme obedience.
Or get rid of the filibuster.
There we go. As election results rolled in on Tuesday night, Trump posted, quote, "Republicans, terminate the filibuster. Get back to passing legislation and voter reform. President DJT." We know it's you. You the only one on Truth Social. Ain't nobody else on that shit. There was one thing that happened on Friday that had a chance at ending the shutdown.
Schumer, I believe, got into the well of the Senate and said, I'm willing to negotiate on X, Y, and Z, and apparently it looked like that was going to happen for a minute.
Schumer took the floor and made a new proposal to extend ACA coverage for exactly 1 year. Here's CNN with the breaking news.
Now included in their proposal is a 1-year extension of the Affordable Care Act subsidies, which has been the central demand of Democrats over the entirety of the 38-plus day shutdown.
The Republicans rejected Schumer's proposal, but the whole idea, honestly, is just about consolidating Republican power and pushing voter reform through Congress. What kind of voter reform exactly is Trump looking for?
Every Republican votes 3 times.
Only people over 70 can vote.
Trump wants to end mail-in voting and institute strict new voter ID laws. Here he is making his case.
All we want is voter ID. You go to a grocery store, you have to give ID. You go to a gas station, you give ID. But for voting, they want no voter ID. It's only for one reason, because they cheat.
Maybe Trump only go to Costco and he think that's how all grocery stores work.
He looks like a Costco guy.
He at least looks like a $1.50 hot dog guy.
He looks like a $1.50 hot dog.
Now, in case there's any confusion on grocery store ID laws, CNN actually did a full fact check on the president's claim. It is false. Now, since nobody's getting paid, TSA workers are calling out sick and security lines are lasting hours. And yes, air traffic controllers are calling out too. And Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy had this warning.
You will see mass chaos, you will see mass flight delays, you'll see mass cancellations, and you may see us close certain parts of the airspace because we just cannot manage it.
So wait, the people who are there are not getting paid?
No.
Bro.
Wait, I'm so sorry. They woke up, took a shower, got dressed, and went to work knowing they wouldn't be paid?
We don't know the shower part for sure. But the rest of it, yes, absolutely.
But like, you ever worked at a restaurant or whatever and people call out? Sometimes the manager got to work the grill. Shouldn't this motherfucker be in a tower somewhere? Or like on the ground? Like doing the thing?
They're bringing people from Hudson News up to the tower.
We'll be right back.